the hell is that?
This crude contraption will allow you to transport the remains of our master.
Can you not simply raise the remains when we find them?
Pardon, Lord, but a being of Kel'Thuzad's power can only be reanimated at a nexus of powerful ley energies, and there are no such places in this land.
Very well then. Let's move out.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the second level of the Undead campaign of Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. And we are now going to go about recovering the remains of Kel'Thuzad by making use of the urn of King Terenas and having to fight some old friends in the process.
Tread lightly.
Okay, so there are a couple of special items in this level as well, which are not located in this first section. So we are just going to go about destroying everything that's in our path for this first while. And then afterwards we will be able to get to establish a base as well. So for this tutorial we are going to be the majority of the units that we'll be using is meat wagons and ghouls. And the meat wagons will primarily be used as our siege weapons, like the mortar it seems from the humans. And the ghouls is going to be our main fighting force that has got an awesome ability which I showed, which is cannibalism. Now, cannibalism, like I showed in the previous video, it regenerates your ghoul's life quite quickly, but unfortunately you need bodies in order to do that. And this is where a meat wagon can become handy later on. So now,
Arthas, stop this madness before it's too late.
Stand aside, brother. I've come to collect some old bones and I don't wish to be disturbed.
Alright, so as you can see, meat wagons make short work of the towers, no problem at all. Just keep your units at the back. And we don't have to destroy every single building of the champions of peace. We can instead just move forward. Now, what would be a good idea to do is maybe to get some damage done. Target the footmen at the back. And then just launch the meat. And have your units intervene. Now, you'll notice that the footmen all of a sudden take note of our meat wagons as well. It is for some reason, if you attack the buildings, they all of a sudden want to focus completely on your meat wagon. So you can actually get a lot of free damage this way by mixing the two. Oh yeah, just be careful not to let your meat wagons attack the footmen while your units are close by. You can actually suffer extra unnecessary damage. Okay, so let's let our units heal up and start targeting that tower. If you don't take out that tower, it will deal an insane amount of damage to your poor little ghouls.
What is it now? No one orders leave around. Tread lightly.
Perfect. Now we can get their attention.
What is it?
Have them come and fight us.
At last. Finally.
And we can actually follow the same kind of process with attacking buildings and just having them chase us for 3 damage. Remember to micromanage your ghouls. You don't actually want to end up using any of your units unnecessarily.
Accept a spoiled prince into our order. You've made a mockery of the Silverhand.
Tread lightly.
Ah, shit. Oh, goodness. That's what I was talking about. So I necessarily lost 2 ghouls. But it's not the end of the world. We are about to finish the section. You can use your death quill to deal some extra damage to this mofo. And there are no bodies because the others exploded. There we go.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Frostborn hungers.
Nothing more to do here other than get Arthas to the Circle of Power.
Come along now, necromancer. The powers that you once served have need of you again.
Told you, my death would mean little.
What the? Am I hearing ghosts now?
It is I, Kel'Thuzad. I was right about you, Prince Arthas.
It took you long enough. These remains are badly decomposed. They will never survive the trip to Quel'Thalas.
Quel'Thalas?
Yes. Only the energies of the High Elves' Sunwell can bring Kel'Thuzad back to life.
Then what must be done?
You must steal a very special urn from the Paladins' keeping. Place the necromancer's remains within it, and he will be well protected for the journey.
As you wish.
Alright, so now we can go straight into building our base. We will start off with the gold mine, as it is a building that is separately built. And then just start with the necropolis. While we are busy doing all of these things, we are going to venture to the southern side of this map.
The gold mine before the acolytes can begin harvesting gold.
At last.
We're going to move to the southern side of this map. There's a little bit of extra gold that we can gain by killing the golems. Even though they do a bit of damage, we don't have to worry too much.
Undead structures are summoned. Buildings can only be summoned onto blight, with the exception of the necropolis.
Even though they do a bit of damage, we don't have to worry about them too much. They are relatively slow units, and we are going to use their lack of attack speed to our advantage. As you can see, the gold that we gain from them is quite high. But the unfortunate thing is we can't use our cannibalism on their bodies. There's nothing to cannibalize. Okay, so here on the right side of the map, okay, that's almost done. Here on the right side of the map, don't venture too high. There is another hidden golem, a level 9 golem, that I need to add, that has got a special item for Arthas.
When
That will,
standing on blight, wounded undead units regenerate faster.
Thy will be done. My fate is sealed. I tread lightly, master.
there's a very nice item for
Speak, fool.
Arthas to use that will increases his mana capacity. So that is an item we definitely want to get later on, but at this stage our army is not strong enough to take on that golem. So what we are going to do now is... it's over here. There's another item. Well, not really an item, but more gold, I would say, that we can find.
At last.
With this Sasquatch over here.
Finally.
So we are going to go about having the main damage being dealt to Arthas if possible. Reason which I will explain after that minion is killed.
What is it?
Speak, fool.
Some of this is more complete.
Because in one of these crates, I think it should be this one then, there's a potion of healing. So just use that one, pick up the new one, and yeah, definitely have those, or one of those ghouls cannibalized.
Speak, fool.
No one orders me.
Okay, so over here to the left side is nothing really important, but it's part of the map.
I must feast on souls.
What is it?
I grow tired of waiting.
Tread lightly.
Yeah, so that just happened. And we can actually start with our lumber production in the meantime. Now, ghouls are incredibly effective when it comes to lumber mining. They automatically... Oh, I hope I didn't block my own path here for the meat wagons. That's going to be very, very unfortunate. They harvest 20 wood, so they are incredibly effective in that sense. Okay, great. We did not block the path. So the next step is completing our base, getting a crypt that we need to build with, but we're not going to go for the crypt just yet. Once we complete building our base, the blue humans will start attacking us as well. So instead what we're going to be doing is getting our upgrades up and running, get the lumber count up, and once we have enough lumber, we're going to take our ghouls away from the mining.
Speak, fool.
And
To your will.
Tread lightly.
and then go about completing
No
this
one
mission.
orders me around.
I wish only to serve.
Okay, after this Hall of the Dead gets completed,
This is more
we can go about building our crypts, and then we can start using the ghouls to get the rest of the hidden items and hidden gold that is located here as well. So we need to go to this northern path in order to find some of the other
This
items.
is more like it.
So we are going to be starting with going to the right side first,
My life.
and we are going to build our crypts relatively in front
Not so. I gladly.
of the spirit towers, as the principle is
Summoning a graveyard will supply the undead army with fresh corpses.
corpses that you can use for your ghouls to cannibalize. So yeah, like I was saying, the same as we did in the human campaign, we are blocking our towers with other buildings.
At last.
So while those two buildings
No
are
one
busy building, we are just going to go and take care
What
of
is
these
it?
guys over here.
This is more like it.
Since they're
No one
they're not sleeping, but we can use some meat wagons to deal a ton of damage before our ghouls get there, move back to that location, and then just get rid of them.
Orders me around.
So that's just a little bit of extra gold. Now for a little bit of a secret in this map. Right over here between the two skull
Tread lightly.
stands, you can go about destroying the trees over here, and you will notice it's slowly but surely starting to clear out a path
What is
for
it
us.
Summon
Tread lightly.
Before we venture into that area, we need to move back first, because the humans will be coming.
Ghouls harvest lumber for the undead army.
At last.
We don't need the meat wagons for this section. Instead, we're going to send our meat wagons back down to the southern side. Use Arthas to increase their movement speed a bit. You will see it creates a blue aura around them. And we should be experiencing a human attack very soon.
Frostmourne hunger.
So we want to stay near our spirit towers in order to give them maximum damage.
My fate is sealed. I gladly obey.
Tread lightly. What is it now?
For the time being, just keep on making ghouls. We don't have to worry about upkeep that much. Ah, there we go. Here they come.
No one orders me around.
Press H in order to put your ghouls on hold, in order to let the footmen come close enough, and then we surround their army.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly.
Now we get to do maximum damage.
What is it?
Great. Okay, so while we are down here, we are first going to deal with that golem that I spoke about earlier in this level. And then we're going to go to this area here at the top side, as it is on our way to where we need to go.
No one orders me around. At last.
Summoning.
We're bringing the meat wagons along in order to deal that extra bit of damage. Should be coming...
Frostmourne hungers.
Okay, no, wait, it's on this side. There we go.
At last. Finally.
Ah, there we go. That's the column that I was talking about.
Faithless coward.
Now just go ape shit on this thing. Try not to lose any units if you possibly can. Oh.
What is it now? Tread lightly.
Of course, the meat wagons are dealing extra damage to our units, but we are still doing relatively well, I would say. And there we go. That's the pendant of energy that I spoke about. And now we can just make our way back. Not to worry about those guys too much. We'll be able to send them to the graveyard in order to get some healing.
What is it now? No one orders me around.
There we go.
What is it now? Speak, fool.
And another human attack should probably be coming shortly.
Tread lightly.
We can move out in the meantime if we really want to.
Speak, fool.
Because our spirit towers are more than strong enough combined with the Halls of the Dead in order to deal with anything that the humans in our way.
Speak,
Even if we do meet them halfway, that shouldn't be a problem either. So yeah, we're just going to send our meat wagons here because they won't be needed for what we have to do now, but we just want to keep them out of harm's way at the same time.
Tread lightly. Finally.
Where is our... Perhaps...
Speak, fool.
Okay, just for safety reasons, we're going to keep our army close by because the meat wagons are so slow. We don't want them to get cut off by a sudden human attack. That's what I was talking about.
This is more like it. Speak, fool.
That is what I was talking about. Again, not to worry about the damage that we receive.
No one will.
We'll be able to just use cannibalize. I didn't have to use that unit over there, but
No one
it kind of happened. Now, one of the advantages that ghouls have over footmen, yes, their life and defense is lower, but their attack speed is much higher than a footman, plus they also have the ability to cannibalize. So ghouls in masses become, in my opinion, a lot more powerful than masses of footmen. Footmen have a lot more defense, so it's a lot easier for them to get into positions, but ghouls just deal a lot more damage because of their speed.
Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. What the hell is that?
That is a very random section of the game,
Tread lightly.
but
Finally.
yeah, it is very much part of the game,
This is more like
and yeah, we get to have extra little item as well that's going to be very handy later on.
This is more like it.
Yeah, we need to get rid of that Elder Sasquatch.
Frostmourne hungers. Your pain shall live.
Now they are quite durable and they do a bit of damage, but luckily there's only 2 of them.
No one.
And yeah, they are pretty much screwed. We can use our death foil in order to get rid of it a little bit quicker.
Speak.
And voila!
What is it now?
Claws of attack.
Speak, fool.
Very, very handy, as you've noticed with the game. We played in the human campaign. And now we can actually go about completing this level. There's nothing else left for us to do. So let's go about doing what we came here to do and find that urn.
Ah, at last. What is it now? This is more like it. Finally.
Oh, by the way, be careful of these villagers over here. I nearly forgot about that. Use your meat wagons to kill off some of them, if not the majority of them. That's the reason why. Because once they get triggered, they turn into militia.
No one orders me around.
Actually interesting, the last time I played this level I managed to kill some of them, but it doesn't matter. Now, militia, as we spoke about in the human campaign, are not incredibly strong, but masses of them can deal quite a bit of damage that you kind of want to avoid. So yeah, definitely be careful. Save the ghouls.
No one orders.
Great. And I don't think we took any casualties.
What is it now? Speak.
So now, every ghoul that has taken some damage, we can just cannibalize. And in the meantime, go pick up a fight with the Paladin.
Vile betrayer! You are not fit enough to even carry your father's name. Why Uther ever vouched for you is beyond me. You've stripped him of his honor by casting yours to the winds. You deserve a gruesome death, boy.
At last.
Okay, so the same thing applies as we did with Orange. We attack that building, the main focus gets put on the meat wagons,
This is
which for us is not too bad.
no one orders me. Ah,
And this paladin is pretty much over and done with.
Tread lightly. No one.
There we go.
Frostborn hungers. Speak, fool. What is it now? Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Must be. No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
Okay, now with the rest of our army, we can start moving out.
Must be. What is it now? Speak, fool. Finally. Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Frostborn hungers.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
What is it? Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
Just keep on making ghouls in the meantime.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. What is it? No one around. What is it now?
Okay,
No one orders me.
moving on to the next paladin.
Light have mercy on you. Your betrayal has broken Uther's heart, boy. He would have given his
Oh
life
my
for yours
goodness.
in a second. And this is how you repay his loyalty?
At
Huh,
last.
managed to get
This is more
6 full shots on that guy. That is such awesome news.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
That's probably the fastest that I've ever killed that paladin. Huh. I am very impressed.
No one around. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. What is it now?
Okay,
No one orders me around.
and
What is it?
one more little push to go,
Speak, fool.
and then we've done
No
it.
one orders me around. Speak, fool. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. What is it? No one orders me around. Finally.
Just make sure that you get rid of the barracks as well. You can push down and things a little bit faster than this. But if you want to go with the path of least resistance, then this is the best way to do it.
Frostborn hungers. At last. No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
Your father ruled this land for 70 years, and you've ground it to dust in a matter of days.
Very dramatic, Uther. Give me the urn, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
The urn holds your father's ashes, Arthas. What? Were you hoping to piss on them one last time before you left his kingdom to rot?
I didn't know what it held. Nor does it matter. I'll take what I came for one way or another. What is it?
Okay, now Uther can basically be called the boss of this level.
Tread lightly.
He is incredibly strong, as you will notice. So it's definitely a good idea to first pick a fight with the knights over here and not necessarily have them be part of his army. As you can see, Uther regenerates so incredibly fast that you really want to have your full might on him when attacking. So yeah, we definitely okay. Didn't work this time, but nonetheless, let's go and take care of this. Uther will activate that ability, which I saw coming, and in the meantime, just kill his stuff. If you want to play it a little bit safer, don't forget about the ghouls at the back. That would be a good start. And from here on out, just Just wait for Uther's little ability to wear off.
Speak.
Ah.
This is more
Yeah, we might just as well just focus our full might with the meat wagons and everything on Uther. Just before he has the ability to activate his divine shield again.
I dearly hope that there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthas.
We may never know, Uther. I intend to live forever. No one orders me
I was
around.
not paying attention.
Excellent work. Now your journey to Kel'Thuzad can begin.
Tell him nothing. Only you can hear me. The Dread Lords cannot be trusted. They are the Lich King's jailers. I will tell you all when I walk this world again.
Alright, so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is level 2 of the Undead campaign. It took a little bit of time to complete, but it was mainly because there were a lot of hidden stuff that we could recover from this level in order to make our hero Arthas much stronger. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, refer to your friends who would like to learn some Warcraft, and I will see you for the next level in the Undead campaign. Keep well, everyone.